Happy Monday evening, everyone. It's weather for Weather Geeks time. This is where we geek out to the weather every day. We talk about some astronomy sometimes, and we just get really in depth with the weather situation, past, present, and future here in Northeast Ohio and Western PA, and we sometimes talk about national weather stories as well when need be. And locally, the story, of course, has been the heat over the last few days. We missed having an official heat wave by 1 degree. Of course, a heat wave in the semi-technical definition is 3 consecutive days or more of 90 degree plus high temperatures. We hit 89 Saturday, 90 yesterday, 91 today, and it was our 12th 90 degree day of the season so far. 93 was the high in Cleveland, 94 at Akron-Canton Airport, and 88 down in Pittsburgh today. And again, number 12 on the tally here of 90 degree days this year. We last had this many back in 2012. We just beat 2011's number, and next on the list is 2012. I doubt we're going to get there, but we might tack on a couple of additional 90 degree days before August is through. It looks like a pretty warm pattern in the medium range. We'll talk about that in just a minute here. When we take a look at the local radar as of about 7:02, this evening it's quiet. Now, it wasn't so quiet earlier on. We did have a gusty band of showers that popped up and moved over the Girard and Liberty area. Hubbard kind of went right along I-80, and this actually produced a decent amount of wind in southeastern and south central parts of Trumbull County before it really died quickly as it moved over into Mercer County. And by the time it made its way into central Mercer County, it was pretty much it collapsed and really wasn't much of a deal at all. Some wind damage reports up east of Cleveland and Lake County, eastern parts of Cuyahoga County. We had some wind damage up there earlier on today. As of a little after 7 o'clock, the severe thunderstorm watch that was in effect for a sliver of southeastern Michigan has been allowed to expire, so no watches out there for the rest of the evening. Now, there is a band of showers and storms up across Michigan and northwest Ohio this evening. This will track east as we go through the night. It's going to weaken a lot as it does so. So as we go towards daybreak tomorrow morning, I think there'll probably be a weakening band of showers that pushes through. Small chance for thunder, and this may actually be the wettest part of your Tuesday. All right, we'll talk a little bit more about Tuesday's forecast in a second. Here's kind of the big picture as far as the numbers go. For Tuesday, we're going for a high of 84. About 14 hours and 7 minutes of daylight. We're losing about 2 minutes and 15 seconds of daylight per day right now. It's starting to become a little bit noticeable that the days are getting shorter, and in a couple of days we'll officially be in what we call solar autumn. That is the 3 months of the year in which we lose daylight at the most rapid pace. It's kind of the roughly 45 days on either side of the autumnal equinox, which is coming up, of course, around September 22nd or 23rd. And so from August 8th through about November 6th, that's the 3 months of the year in which the daylight decreases most rapidly. And, we're losing about 2:15 per day now. We'll lose closer to 3 minutes as we go deeper into late summer and early fall. All right, back here in the near term, I've been seeing some pretty wet forecasts for Tuesday. I don't think it's going to be that wet. I think there can be a spotty shower and maybe a thunderstorm, a little bit like we had late this afternoon, kind of real random and hit or miss, but it's not going to rain a lot of the day. What's going to happen on Tuesday, I think, is it will be a cloudier day overall than we've had over the last couple of days, and that'll help keep temperatures in check. Again, 84 our forecast for Tuesday. I don't have the hourly rain chances getting above 40% at any hour of the day. Now, you can get a localized downpour in some spots, but it's going to be localized. I think a lot of places will be relatively rain-free on Tuesday. There's not much of a trigger there. A weakening front approaching from the north kind of washes out. And then we're back in the real soupy air Wednesday. This is another day where I doubt it's a washout, but there can be some showers and thunderstorms that crop up from time to time in the warm, humid southwest flow here. Nothing terribly organized because, again, there's not much of a trigger just yet. The triggering mechanism is this cold front coming our way Wednesday night and first thing Thursday morning. And in the wake of this front, I think Thursday starts muggy, but in the wake of the front, the drier air to the west will start to push in. Now, this is not going to be an autumnal air mass, but the dew points will lower, probably out of the upper 60s into the lower 60s during Thursday afternoon. So there's our drier air pushing in. Now, as we go into the weekend, what we'll have is a disturbance in the upper levels that's going to dumbbell down out of the upper Midwest and Great Lakes and then kind of become a cutoff low. You'll see that here. See how this thing just sort of becomes a circular area. That's a cutoff area of low pressure that moves around the Great Lakes for the weekend and maybe into early next week. What that will do for our weather is keep us kind of unsettled. It'll also draw in on the east side of this some higher moisture content, so the dew points are going to come back up as we go into Friday and the weekend. So take advantage of Thursday if you can. It's really the only day with fairly low dew points of the next 7. We'll replace that 60-degree dew point area with upper 60s to around 70 by Friday and the weekend. So Thursday is kind of an oasis. As we look at the longer range, getting into the kind of the middle chunk of August here in the 8 to 14 day outlook, it looks pretty warm. Pretty high chances of above average temperatures during that period across the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, and especially up into New England. So we got a lot of summer left to go. As far as precipitation trends, this is a look at the 8 to 14 day outlook, precipitation compared to average, and pretty decent odds of above average precipitation. So I've been saying this on recent editions of Weather for Weather Geeks that despite how dry July was, spring, early summer, fairly wet, August not particularly looking all that dry. So we're not going to slip into a drought or anything. It's still a little dry in some spots, especially in Columbiana County. But given the trends here in the medium and longer range, I really doubt we're going to find ourselves in some sort of late summer drought like we can have from time to time, kind of like we had last year. It got pretty dry around here during the second half of summer last year. All right, that's it for the Monday night weather for Weather Geeks. I'll have a full update on what you can expect for your Tuesday coming up tonight on 21 News at 11. And don't forget to fire up that Storm Tracker 21 app for the latest forecasts, videos, hour-by-hour forecasts, you name it, it's on there. And that is a human-generated forecast product from all the talented folks here at the Storm Tracker 21 weather team. All right, have a great Monday night, everyone.